Hello friends, I'm Sveka. I welcome you all to the zoology session. In this session, let me explain you all about Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is the classification of animals as chordates and non-chordates. Under non-chordates, there are 10 types of phylums and I'm here to explain you about the phylum Ctenophora. They are comb jellies or sea walnuts. As I have already told you that Kingdom Animalia is the classification of animals. Let me say you something brief about it. We all know that animals are generally classified as vertebrates and invertebrates. Vertebrates are animals with backbone and invertebrates are animals without backbone. Examples of vertebrates are mammals, fishes, birds, reptiles, and amphibians, etc. Examples of invertebrates or non-chordates are Porifera, Platyhelminthes, Ctenophora, Cnidaria, Ascalminthus, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, and Hemichordata. And Arthropoda are further divided as four: Arachnida, Crustacea, Insecta, and Myriapoda. Now, let us come to the topic phylum Ctenophora. The phylum Ctenophora, Ctenos comb phoros bearing, that is nothing but the phylum Ctenophora or comb bearing structures. Phylum Ctenophora, Ctenos comb phoros bearing. Ctenophora are exclusively marine, radially symmetrical, diplobastic animals with definite tissue level of organization. Marine is nothing but Ctenophora lives in oceans and seas. It is radially symmetrical. That is nothing but it can be divided into two halves like this. It can be seen in comb jelly. Diplobastic animals. That is nothing but the animals that have the germinal layers, two germinal layers called ectoderm and endoderm without a mesoderm is called as diplobastic animals with tissue level of organization. Though they are diplobastic, their mesoglia is different from that of Cnidaria. We all know that Cnidaria is a phylum out of 10 phylums and mesoglia is a jelly layer. Let me show you the structure of mesoglia. I have already said that ectoderm and endoderm present in an animal with two germinal layers is called as diplobastic animals. So, the gel-like structure is present between the ectoderm and endoderm which is called as mesoglia. So, nothing but a jelly structure is called as mesoglia. It contains amoebocytes and smooth muscle cells. Amoebocytes is nothing but the smooth muscle cells or the mobile cell in the body of invertebrates such as echinoderms, mollusks and sponges is called as amoebocytes, and it also has smooth muscle cells. They have 8 external rows of ciliated comb jellies. Let me show you the structure of 8 external rows of comb jellies. This is the body plan of ctenophore. They have actually 8 comb plates. Let me show you that. We have this rows as 8 rows. This is called as 8 external rows. That is ciliated. Ciliated is nothing but having a margin of hair-like projections is called as ciliated. So it has ciliated comb jellies. It helps in locomotion, hence commonly called as comb jellies and sea walnuts. Locomotion is nothing but the ability of an organism to move from one place to another is called as locomotion. And let me show you the structure of comb jellies. This is the structure of comb jellies. It has 8 external rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. It has 8 external rows. This is called as 8 external ciliated rows. And this is the structure of sea walnut. Almost similar to comb jellies, ctenophores and sea walnuts. They all look similar. Bioluminescence, the ability of a living organism to emit light, is well marked in ctenophores. We all know that bioluminescence is the ability of an organism to emit light by its source. So this character or feature is well marked or specialized in ctenophores. They lack nematocytes but possess special cells called lasso cells or chloroblasts which help in food capture. Nematocytes is nothing but a specialized cells in jellyfish. Jellyfish is present in the phylum Cnidaria. So the phylum present in Cnidaria, the cells are not present in Ctenophora. So Ctenophora don't have nematocytes. But they have specialized cells called lasso cells or chloroblasts. Let me show you the structure of chloroplast. This is the structure of chloroplast. It has head, adhesive spheres, spiral filament, straight nuclear filament, etc. It also helps in food capture, and the digestion is both extracellular and intracellular. It is nothing but there are two types of digestion, namely extracellular and intracellular. Extracellular digestion is a process in which the animals are fed by secreting enzymes through cell membrane onto the food. And intracellular digestion takes place in animals without a digestive tract in which the food items are brought into the cell for digestion. That is, because they don't have a digestive tract, the items are brought inside the body internally for digestion. And sexes are not separate, that is monoecious. Monoecious is nothing but they don't have a separate male gamete and female gamete in both bodies. They have both gametes in a single body is called as monoecious. A single organism or an individual have both male gamete and female gamete. It is called as monoecious. They reproduce only by sexual means. Fertilization is external and the development is indirect and includes the larval stage called cydipid larva. Fertilization. We all know that fertilization is the fusion of male and female gametes is called as fertilization, and it is taken externally. What is mean by external fertilization? The fertilization taken outside the body, that is the female gamete is fused outside the body is called as external fertilization, and hence or since the fertilization is taken out externally, the development is also indirect and it includes the stage called a cydipid larva. Let me show you the structure of cydipid larva. This is the structure of cydipid larva. It has epidermis, steins, tentacles, statocyst and gastric diverticulum. Epidermis. Epidermis is nothing but the outer layer present in cydipid larva is called as epidermis, and steins is nothing but the part present in the ctenophora is called as steins, and tentacle. Tentacle is a structure around the base of tentacles of many mollusks is called as tentacle. Gastric diverticulum, statocyst and mouth. Example Pleurobrachia and Stenoplana. And the above given structure, this is the example of Stenophora Pleurobrachia. This is the structure of Pleurobrachia. And let me show you the labeled structure of Pleurobrachia. This is the labeled structure of Pleurobrachia. It has tentacular sheath, combro, tentacle and mouth. Let me explain you. Tentacular sheath is nothing but a sheath-like structure around the base of tentacles of many mollusks is called as tentacular sheath. And I have already told that tentacle is a structure around the tentacular sheath is called as tentacles, and combro and mouth we have completed the topic phylum Ctenophora. Now let us recall it. Ctenophores. Ctenophores are commonly called comb jellies or sea walnuts. Ctenophora are exclusively marine, biradially symmetrical, diplobastic, with tissue level of organization. We have 8 external rows of ciliated comb plates which helps in locomotion. And digestion in these animals is both extracellular and intracellular. A characteristic feature of ctenophores is bioluminescence or the ability to emit light by its source. Ctenophores are hermaphrodite and exhibit sexual reproduction. In these animals, fertilization is external and development is indirect. Example Pleurobrachia and Ctenoplana. This is the structure and functions of Ctenophora. Thank you.